Yeah!
Rayquaza?
That.
No, Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Quasimodo. Quasimodo.
What? It's Rayquaza.
All right, Rayquaza.
Who would win a Rayquaza?
Rayquaza.
Or Rayquaza?
Rayquaza.
Or Ray from...
Actually, they're just called Rayquaza.
My name is...
Sister.
Tia Tamara Maori.
That is the second time Sisters come up today, actually.
Our own mind. I got my own style. I got my own
That
time.
song kind of slaps.
That was the best one. That was like for the final season.
Panel.
Yes.
Who has some prep time?
So are you
Who
gonna...
would win near you?
Oh,
Give us all
okay.
the
Well, you don't flinch, so you. So there you go.
That's...
But then I'd see an orca, and then I'd ask her to do it.
Oh, wait. Oh, tell me that.
And...
Yes.
Fizzy?
Don't go to one of Miami. She is all by herself.
Wait, what about my?
Yeah, the Fizzy.
Fizzy.
What?
Fizzy. So how's everyone doing? How's
Enjoying your
how's,
Ciderfest? Yeah.
you guys enjoying Friday so far? It's been good. Not
Yes.
working. I know. Yes, I feel that. How many of you traveled, let's see, out of state to get here? Okay. How many of you drove from out of state? Okay. Let's see here.
How many of
Let's
you
see.
ran
Who
from
thinks
out of
they drove the farthest? You all put your hands down. One of you's got to win. Yes.
800 miles.
800 miles. Where from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Can anyone beat North Carolina?
Yeah. Yeah, me and Hero from North Carolina.
Count for
Does flying count? Did you do the flying?
Yeah. Did you get the jet?
Or did you fly the plane?
If I was allowed to fly a plane in front of
They got some confidence.
Wow, that's some confidence. I respect
Give
that.
me the keys. Let's see. Bring it on.
You got gas money?
Yes.
What part of North Carolina?
Oh.
Paleo. Oh, I live like east of Raleigh.
No, like your address.
Yeah.
Dox yourself right now.
I don't even know all
Your
that.
address or something.
I'm from
Your mother's
Winston.
maiden name.
You're from what? Oh, Winston-Salem. Okay.
We have to drive through there.
Yeah, we got to drive through there to get to Sabres.
All the time.
Sucks to be you.
Yes.
Dang.
But I flew the farthest.
All right, I'm tweeting that I'm just surprised that we're like sitting up here 5 minutes early. I'm like, wow.
What are you doing?
Okay, so we have North Carolina. So who thinks they traveled in general farther than North Carolina? Yes.
Florida.
Florida. Which part of Florida?
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, that's the
Can you beat
furthest.
Florida?
I don't know if it's Florida. I don't know how many miles it is. Nevada.
Nevada?
That's pretty far.
Any Californians here? Am I the only one?
Fizzy.
Only Californian that made it out of the
There was a
state?
vendor with a British accent, so I think they win.
They're probably from California too. You're right. Yeah. No. Okay. So so I'm the only Californian here
Sucks to be
because this is probably everybody.
I'm sorry for you.
You're sorry for me? I'm sorry for me. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny because we had our annual emergency declaration that there's a drought
Again?
again, and there's a big storm that's coming in that I'm gonna fly back home into, which understand for you natives here, like when I say big storm, I'm like we're getting like an inch of rain. Like, hold on. Speaking of water.
Are you gonna stop stealing our water from Nevada?
We'll probably never stop. But I was gonna say the good news is we can steal water from Milwaukee, and then we'll get this going.
There's free water here, guys.
Oh.
Race, just steal the whole canteen.
And now we all stare at Race.
I just don't know if I want
water.
video evidence of me stealing the water. I have like footage of Race
Someone call
stealing water.
police.
I better report
What
this
police?
to
It's
the-
water.
Actually, what's funny is I can see someone being like, "You didn't have your mask on when you went over to get water." And I'm
Hey,
like,
he's from California, which is by the ocean. They don't have water.
Yeah, guys.
Somehow.
Yeah. You need to understand, we are a very confused state. Speaking of confused states,
What?
let's go.
Yes.
Who's ready to determine who would win? Right. So does everybody here know Well, let's explain it anyways. So the Who Would Win panel is a panel that we've been doing for a couple of years. Paleo's going to be...
Well, not the last 2 years.
That's a couple.
Really? What happened last year? Where were you? Yeah, so this is a panel where we're going to be taking basically suggestions from the crowd in regards to pair-ups of who would win. You can give us the arena, you could give us the characters. It's going to be goofy.
And it doesn't even have to be like a fight or anything. I'm going to give an example.
It doesn't even have to be horses.
Yeah, I'm going to give an example to start it off. And that is like, who would win in a rap battle, Izzy or Pinkie?
Oh, God.
Izzy.
Izzy.
Izzy has better flow.
Yeah, Izzy does have much better flow.
I think Izzy has better flow, but then Pinkie has those fourth wall breaking skills, so she'd be like, "Oh, all right, time to get serious." And she would do some like reality warping crap or something.
Who do you think would have the biggest burn, though?
Izzy.
Darren, if they were in a rap battle.
I think Pinkie probably.
You think so?
No, because Izzy's like really good and great, solid flow, but I think Pinkie can be unnecessarily savage at times, and it's just like, oh God, wait, it's just like, oh.
Well, Pinkie could also utilize the fact that, she's OG.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, it's nice to have you here, youngin'.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
Move out of my way.
She's 4 OG. And then
Pinkie is the Lin-Manuel Miranda of that world.
okay.
There you go.
So she's gonna lose.
Dang.
Took that shot.
And then after we have our discussion, obviously we'll have our very professional input. We'll also be going off of the feedback that we're getting from all of you, and then at the end of it, we'll determine who everyone thinks would win. Mm-hmm. So, any other input with that one? Who? Okay.
I think Izzy, again, flow-wise, probably, well, not even probably, she just wins, in my opinion, straight up.
Agreed.
But I think that Pinkie, if it was like an improv battle, like freestyling, I think Pinkie would destroy Izzy, honestly.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because remember that whole thing with like cheese sandwich and her going back and forth, and she like was coming out of nowhere, just like, what? And he's like, huh?
Started speaking Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. She could like bring out like since she breaks the fourth wall. Remember that thing she did with Gummy and the live action alligator?
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, Eminem, hit it! And so I got the block, and now we got Izzy on the clock, and now you're gonna dock and blah blah. Some like shit crazy.
It'd be crazier than the 8-mile rap battle.
Exactly.
Alright. Alright, so who thinks Pinkie would win? Raise your
Actually,
hand.
yeah, now that I think about it.
Yeah. After you brought up that.
Yeah. I mean, she just has fourth wall breaking and can adapt.
Who thinks Izzy would win?
That's what you mean by win.
I think Izzy would win a battle, and then Pinkie would win the war. Because it's just like, Pinkie would just be like, okay, yeah.
I think it would end up as a fight.
Okay.
Break even.
Sure.
Break even.
Break even.
More like break reality.
Yeah.
Alright. So if anybody has a suggestion, just raise your hand for whatever.
Okay. I'll get you next door. Who's that guy in the back?
Alright, so I just started watching Races Ever Free vlogs, and I'm going to steal one from that. Who would win, a gorilla or a bear?
Gorilla.
And bear. But no, there's this there are like so many videos on this, but I actually watched the one recently that was like really well done. I think it was like by Seth the Program or something like that, and he broke down exactly why a bear would win, and then he like showed all the stats of the bear, and then like you think like, oh, you think a gorilla can do this and this and this,
Yeah.
but actually it's not as impressive as you think. And then he showed this is what bears do. This is why they were nightmares for like pilgrims and all this stuff. And I was just like, because before I used to be like
the specific question that like Saber always asks is like a grizzly bear
Yeah.
and a silverback gorilla. Which
Yeah.
a grizzly bear is huge.
a grizzly bear is
Yeah.
huge, and it's like because like I think people think the gorilla is like King Kong and it's smart, and so like if the bear like roared in his face like whoa, the gorilla would just grab and snap the jaw and stuff like that. Like it's just like freaking a King Kong movie, but it's just like realistically it's like the end of Godzilla versus King Kong, where Godzilla just beating mauling him. So
He got some hits in though.
he got some hits in. Yeah, he didn't give up.
Godzilla's gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
dude.
Spoilers. Well, I didn't say who won all over. So yeah.
So I'm going to also ask one other question here, and then we'll get back to this. Is there anyone here who showed up with the bravery of having not seen the G5 movie and actually thinks they're not going to get spoiled? So, okay. Oh, was your hand going up?
Is your hand going up?
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't be afraid.
Be afraid.
And so when freaking Goku shows up in the end of the movie, it's the coolest thing.
We've had that.
Goku shows up, kills Dumbledore, and then tells Goku's son that he's actually home.
I know, right?
We've
Had Muriel's face just appeared randomly.
We've had it in the past where like there's been stuff that's come out and it had been like a month, and then all of a sudden like people are like, hey, I haven't seen it yet. And I'm like, you came to a pony convention, but you hadn't seen the 2017 movie before you got.
I was actually
Good luck.
talking to someone who hadn't seen the new movie, but he's gonna see the showing tomorrow.
Some people, and that's fair. I was gonna say some people also just don't care about spoilers. Like they're like, I care more about the setting I'm gonna see it in as opposed to not getting things spoiled.
Right.
It's the people that say no spoilers, and you're like, but
Yeah.
you're brave.
It would be fun to see it in an audience though, because like there's certain things that happen in the movie where I'm like, oh yeah, this seems like it would get an audience reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Charles for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A Brony's reaction.
Oh!
So back to the gorilla versus bear, and since this was pulled from the Everfree Northwest scenario, this was a silverback gorilla versus a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
I stand by my gorilla.
Same.
Yeah. You don't think
Yeah,
so?
because like Saber has brought it up so much that like I'm on his side now. For like
Seriously? That's
yeah.
he just had to wear you down.
Man, it's like
Manipulation.
That's just Stockholm syndrome.
It's because he gets like really frustrated about it too. He's like, how can anyone not say the bear?
Yeah, because like when he pointed it out, like the stat, like you were saying, the stats of the bear is like, a bear is huge.
We went to an Italian restaurant at Everfree Northwest. Our meal was like an hour and a half long, and the entire time it was Gabe or Black Griffin arguing with Saberspark, like about this. Like that was the whole meal.
Did you film it?
I tried. I was eating too. Like I was like, they're still going.
I think
Like
there were
they're.
bits that were, not the whole thing, but bits of it.
There are bits in it.
Surprise, considering these two.
Yeah.
Did Jax eat his whole meal?
He wasn't
within 10
there.
seconds?
Not yet.
He wasn't
Well, we
even
haven't.
there.
The cheese curds weren't.
He was mourning the
There.
loss of his favorite thing.
Yeah, I was.
This has been such a tangent for us attempting to answer this question.
Right.
But,
No, it's yeah.
I mean, there's a right answer and then there's Saber's answer. He doesn't have to be here for me to.
Are you talking about the? Okay.
What do you say, Jax?
A baby gorilla versus a baby grizzly bear.
What?
Like they're like little. They're the same size, and it's like. And it's like.
And you want them to fight to the death?
No,
Cute
they just
little
like
babies?
knock each other out.
Oh, okay, that's much better.
They just be playing.
Yeah, they just be playing.
They're just.
And then he'd whoop his ass.
So cute.
Hey, Mister.
Yes.
Okay. So, input, anyone? What are you guys thinking?
Can't we just get over this because we've heard this fight too many
Well,
times?
what do you think, Nora? What's the answer?
Gorilla.
You said gorilla. I agree with you. Hero?
Okay. What?
I have said no words.
Okay.
You don't care.
Nora, why do you think the gorilla can beat like a bear? Because like a bear's like a tank. Like it's just like even if you hit the bear, like it's like.
but the gorilla has hands and can choke out the goddamn bear.
Yeah, but the bear, like, it's a very tough neck. Like, they bite the hell out of each other. Like if I was to bite Paleo, I'd be like, oh, there's blood going.
Do it. Show us.
Like, if I was like to bite, like.
Prove it.
Well, dang, this jacket is thin. Okay, if I was like to bite,
You
like.
do realize bears have grips too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're monsters. Like, they're
And
literal
speaking
monsters.
from experience of interacting with a bear.
Oh.
Of fighting with a bear?
Interacting with a bear.
How do you think she got that horn? She used it to kill bears.
I stayed the night with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but bears have paws. Gorillas have hands.
The bear
Yeah, gorillas have hands. So you have hands too. Can you beat a bear?
Gorillas.
No, I can't. I'll be hoping about that.
I always go back to the intelligence of a gorilla versus a bear.
They can be.
I'm not saying bears are dumb. I just.
the thing is,
weapons.
I've
seen Tarzan.
Like, a silverback gorilla, like a mature, like male silverback gorilla, will be around anywhere from like 300 to 400 pounds.
Okay.
Grizzlies can get up to like 1,000 or more.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Grizzlies, like on average, are like 700 pounds.
Well, in that case, they're going to be.
Twice the weight.
They're slow.
They're not slow.
Have you seen a mother bear?
Are not slow at all.
Well, I'm just going off of weight. And that's it.
And
Yeah.
Now,
And
okay.
just slow.
It just put all of its weight on
They're gonna
them.
have a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Like a bear. Their jaw strength compared to a silverback gorilla is gonna be a lot
How
tougher.
do you know? You've been bit by both?
No.
Somebody else did that.
I know what to eat for Christmas.
Yeah, one of those like guys are like, okay, we got. Have you seen the videos of the people that get those insects?
And they bite
And
it.
then they purposely have them bite them so they can tell you how much it hurts.
You mean like Coyote?
Coyote.
Yeah,
is
Coyote
that the
Peterson.
guy?
Yeah, he does that thing.
That reminds me, do you remember that show on Animal Planet where they picked like two animals against each other?
And it was
Like-
CGI?
Yeah, it was like a CGI fight. They did of like animals that would like never see each other, like a silverback gorilla and a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Because they live in different
Or
continents.
like an orca
Right.
and the giant squid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or the frickin' no, they always did the orca and the giant squid, yeah.
Yeah, because they had one where like it could be possible, where it's like a saltwater frog versus
Where's the great white? And
yeah.
then like they had the thing where it's like, oh it looks like the
Because basically
crocodile's
Jack
beating.
Brown, but with real animals.
Yeah, and then like it was like the crocodile grabbed the great white, and then the great white was sinking down, and the crocodile was like, I won, and the great white was like, bitch, and then came up and like hit his stomach and just like ripped his stomach off.
This poor PG panel is just.
I didn't say, I said Mick.
Yeah, sure you did. Is this change letter game?
Yes.
I taught you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So what do you guys think? Who thinks it would be the grizzly bear? And who thinks it'll be silverback gorilla?
Monkey.
Okay.
All right, let's-
The camera couldn't see, so it was silverback
It was the
gorilla
bear.
by a
It
mile.
was the bear. The bear who did
The
it.
bear won. The bear won.
Reject modernity, except gorilla.
Yeah.
The bear won. Okay, there you go, Saber. There you go. They did it because you're not here.
It's a bear.
Pity.
All right, Nora, what was your suggestion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, we're going off because we had someone in the Malachi movie that was in another horse thing. So who would win? Izzy Moonbow versus Horse from Centaur World.
Oh, that's
And
a good
what's the fight?
Just a fight to the death? Just a regular fight?
I mean, a fight over who is the better Kamiko Glenn character, or
Well, that girl from Close Enough is clearly superior.
Kenny Parker from Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or the best Kamiko Glenn horse.
Best Kimiko Glenn horse.
Okay.
I mean,
Because like if they're actually like fighting each other, I mean, I would say
Horse.
would win.
yeah, horse would win because horse is a war horse.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing. So, but Kimiko, yeah, well, not Kimiko. Well, technically they are. Well, you know. Yeah, I would say horse from Centaur World.
No, Izzy Momo's cuter.
This is not a battle of cuteness, okay? Yes.
If it's a battle of cuteness, then I guess Izzy.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Because it's
You
just
know-
a horse.
I will say, Izzy has a very sharp horn.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that thing,
Tree.
that'll poke out an
Yeah, oh,
eye.
yeah. It took on a tree.
Oh yeah, she did drill that tree pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I'm still amazed that she has not gotten a head concussion from that.
Does horse lady from, I haven't seen Centaur World.
Watch it.
Okay. But does she have like magic powers?
No.
Because
She's just a
Izzy
horse.
does now.
Yeah, you got a point.
So-
Yeah.
But she's just a strong horse that's been in wars and fought various things.
Yeah.
So she like they fought like a tornado monster in like the second episode.
But magic.
Yeah.
Izzy's very violent.
Yeah, with that horn, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very violent.
Crushing skulls.
Horse would rather see Izzy
When we first
doing
saw
magic
Izzy, she
and
made me
know
laugh.
how to approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They would sing together.
They would.
That's
They
all.
would draw. Yeah. Yeah.
They would. Yeah. Okay.
So
But also you gotta take into consideration that Izzy, has had a lack of magic for so long, and I
Yeah.
think that she doesn't fully know how to use her magic,
Yeah, she-
100% yet, ever since it came back.
I'm guessing in the new series that when the series comes out, we'll get to know more. Like maybe she'll have an episode of Izzy where she is like trying to learn how to do her powers again.
well,
Yeah.
and we do need to consider that Izzy is a little pony.
Yeah.
So
She's the tallest one. What are you talking about?
But how tall?
Yeah,
are
she's
they-
taller than Hitch.
Yeah, but how tall are they compared to like a normal sized horse?
Well, they're freaking ponies. Like, cause horse would freaking Tempest Shadow her ass. Like, she would freaking like smash her horn. Like,
I think they are Shetland ponies.
My
So.
aunt and my
ponies, Shetland size. So that's like this size. Like, well, horses are big.
Yeah.
They're like, that's like a big ass horse.
So there's
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
fine. They are in
My
there.
aunt and cousin have horses, and they're pretty tall and big.
Yeah.
But in comparing them to the shows, of course, I'd say maybe if we entered Equestria, then we could see how tall they really are.
Yeah, like would they be
Would they be tall? Would they be medium?
Yeah, could they be?
Well, we see like rabbits and stuff in the show.
Yeah.
But are they comparable to this? Because does the cartoon air affect them? You know.
Final draft somewhere goes.
Yeah, final draft sense.
Why isn't he here? He's like 4 hours away.
Because he's lame.
He's like, screw you, Dad, I'm not going anywhere.
We don't want him. Yeah.
Y'all
should have had him on this
remember
panel.
Right?
We just call him.
Y'all remember Milo Dashi? I think the guy said that the ponies are around 4 feet tall, probably.
So 4 feet. That's like.
That was also fair.
Yeah.
So.
There was a.
How big is horse? Is horse like a? What are those big horses from? You know the Budweiser commercials?
I mean, Clydesdale?
No, she's not a Clydesdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clydesdales are giant. Those are like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are.
Think of like the horses from like Lord of the Rings or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the Nazgul horses.
Like
It is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
You guys are nerds.
Yes. We watched the
Who here isn't?
yep.
It's like everyone raises their hands.
That's what I would say.
Okay, so
I would say horse wins that. Yeah. Because I mean Izzy doesn't know her powers yet. Though in the show she might.
Who says horse?
A big ass horse. Most of them are like, I don't watch that show. I don't know. And then he's like, this is a My Little Pony convention. I'm not voting for that bitch.
And who says Izzy?
Ah, see?
okay, so that was fairly split.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
It was funny because I saw the hands going up. I'm like, they're still voting.
Oh, are they voting? Or are you? Okay, we on the next one.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys choose.
Okay. Kari, and then we'll get you.
I'm gonna give
and
it
then
the
you.
classic
And
Remy
then
from
you.
Ratatouille
Okay.
or Stuart Little.
Oh my God! Stuart Little is bodying Ratatouille.
Wait,
because he fought a hawk and killed it.
Rat?
Yeah, but Remy is a rat, which is much bigger than.
Yeah, I know. No, wait. Is Remy inside or outside?
He's inside the.
So he's a mouse. Because mouse are inside and rats are outside. Have you ever seen a rat inside? No, because it's a mouse. All right, there you go.
Stuart has a car. He'll run Remy's ass over.
You forgot that Ratatouille took place inside the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So
They're mice.
So is Remy a mouse? Because
Yeah, he's a mouse.
He was inside.
It's called Ratatouille.
Yeah, I know he's a
No, Ratatouille is the dish. Oh my God.
Is it okay? Wait, is this a battle? What's the battle to the death?
Sure.
Good.
Stuart Little killed that hawk. Well, didn't Stuart Little kill that James Wood hawk or falcon? What's the difference between hawks and falcons? Because they look the same.
What's the difference between mice and rats? The falcons are inside, Jaxblade.
Yeah, okay. Falcons are inside.
Where is Senpai for this?
Okay, yes.
So
Okay, so
it wasn't the best.
like Remy.
So I don't say Remy because like it's a rat. Like it's much bigger than a mouse.
Okay, but then what you would say Ratican would beat frickin' Sherlock Holmes rat, whatever his name. Basil Baker Street. I know. I was typing you.
Yeah, I know, but those are like two different minds. Like we're talking about like physical strength here.
Okay, but like Stuart Little is smart, and Remy is just like.
But
I used to hunt cook.
Are they allowed to use?
All right, wait. Yeah, are they like?
Remy would know. Remy would know how to like hold things well enough.
Yeah, he would.
Carry a big ass knife.
Well, can Remy utilize?
Sure.
What's his?
Okay, but you remember do you remember like the Stuart Little anime? I mean, not the anime, the cartoon.
The manga?
Like, yeah. Well, actually, in the manga for Stuart Little, he had a little girlfriend, and it wasn't a bird. But yeah, that's what's happened. But no, but like in the cartoon series, Stuart used to do all this like adventuring shit, and he was like, oh, I built a car, and I built this and that, and so it's just like because he was, yeah. So the fact that he could do all of that stuff. I'm just thinking, and the fact he beat the James Woods hawk or falcon or whatever it was, I'm like, yeah, he can just fly his little jet into Remy.
Welcome to
You
our
remember that?
PG-13.
I'm gonna find it. Okay,
No, I
wait.
said ship.
I said ship. Yeah, let me
Stuart
find it.
Little has book smarts, but Remy has both street smarts and book smarts because he taught himself.
Did he?
Yeah.
But is he? Does he have fight smart?
Remy is from the wild. Like
So-
like
Yeah, but he's a French rat.
I think
Yeah.
in
French.
I think in terms of
French.
He'll give up.
Hold on.
Remy would just surrender.
He would probably win.
Stuart Little.
That's funny.
Wait, is it just one-on-one or is it a rat army versus this? Because I feel like, all right, here's what I think.
What?
If
What
they're
are you
both
talking
good-
about? A rat army?
Because you remember Remy like had
If
like
100 Stuart Littles fought 100 Remys, like where are we going with this?
Of course.
Wait, could Stuart Little like call his parents and said like, hey, kill this rat?
He could. That is canon. He could do that.
Humans. Mind control.
Stuart has a cat.
Who would win, that mouse from Mousetrap or then Remy? You remember that mouse from Mousetrap?
It's like mouse
Yeah.
Who would win, the mouse from Mousetrap or
Remy
or Kevin McAllister?
How much prep time does he have?
Hero would win. They would all team up together.
They would.
Versus Falcon. Okay.
Are you looking this up?
Look at the fight because he kills a falcon.
Did anybody here play the game Mousetrap when they were kids?
Yeah. The
I
action.
still have it in my basement. I forgot all
Mousetrap was a good game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Could Remy fly a plane to kill a falcon?
I mean,
He killed the falcon. He
if,
just killed the falcon.
if Remy is smart enough to know how to control a human with his hair,
Yeah, but that's not his hair. That's different biology. Yeah, see.
Stuart Little can drive a car, fly a plane, and
Oh yeah, if he like controls
But
like
they're all
someone,
little.
like
They're little cars and little planes.
Stuart's brother.
if he can scale him.
Remy can control a human to drive a bigger car or a big plane
He's old enough to slice carrots.
or slice up his enemies.
okay.
Okay. So who do you think, Jax?
Well, since he just killed a falcon right here, I'm gonna go with Stuart. I'm voting Stuart.
I'm going with Remy.
I'm going with Remy. Let's go. Who says Stuart Little? Who says Remy? Oh, there's another split.
Yeah, that's
another split.
Well, Taylor and I, our vote counts as 100. So.
I mean, I was more of a fan of Stuart.
Boo.
Okay. Okay, so he's next. Go ahead.
Elsa from Frozen versus Arthas the Lich King from Warcraft.
I don't know that.
It's too bad the saber isn't here because
All right, go ahead. Hero, go. Hero.
I love that question. Oh no. Why me no?
Yeah, because I don't know
Warcraft.
Warcraft. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think I remember the story of Arthas well enough, but like.
Well, specifically Arthas raised the Lich King.
Arthas as a Lich King specifically, I feel like he's taking it. Like.
But Elsa is pretty busted with her level of ice power.
And does anyone else have input on this? About this one?
Do you guys know, how about Alucard versus Dracula?
Which Alucard?
Alucard from Helsing versus Dracula
Which
from
Helsing?
Transylvania.
Oh, Alucard from Helsing. That dude is busted, dude. That Alucard from Helsing is like insanely insane. Yeah.
Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards.
Yeah.
So it's just the. Oh, I was gonna say the mirror version, but that's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Like Alucard versus Alucard. Alucard whooping his ass.
I love it. I want it legit.
Heroes over here just like.
Tell us a dinner hero.
So legit. This is sort of a cop-out, but it's kind of real. If you go back to Wrath of the Lich King and World of Warcraft, Arthas requires 10 or 25 very powerful player characters to take him down.
Well, that's a matter of but there's also the matter of that just being a raid mechanic.
It's a raid mechanic, sure, but that's where my brain is at, and I'm like, is Elsa as strong as 10 World of Warcraft characters? Also, I feel like if Arthas caught her with one sword swap, Elsa's dead.
Yeah.
She did freeze and shatter what's his name's sword.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in the manga for Frozen, what happened was this.
I prefer the anime.
Yeah. Anime's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. All right, and then green shirt right there. He had his you.
Alright. I know this is going to bring a lot of words out of you, Jax.
Oh, God.
Who's cuter? Fluttershy or Pipp?
Oh.
Fluttershy. Fluttershy. I think. No, don't get me wrong. I don't. Because we were talking about this earlier. Like with the new main 5 or Kawaii 05, as Hero told me they're called. Okay. So like, I was like, I do not dislike any of you. Like it's like I literally like. Okay, this one's my favorite, second favorite, and then like I literally do not dislike any of you. Pip is adorable, but Fluttershy is Fluttershy. All right, like Fluttershy is literally the reason I'm even here right now. Like literally, that was the one that got me into
Fluttershy paid for his ticket.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, definitely Fluttershy.
I would say Fluttershy too.
Yeah.
Because like especially after being in the vendor hall and like seeing some of the art that they had. So
that's why I'm
just wait till the later vendor hall.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Everyone leaves. I'm also going to give it to Fluttershy. Pipp will have opportunity to try, but I mean, it's just with Fluttershy, it's like they were like, how far can we take cute?
Right.
And they went very far.
Yeah, they maxed it
very
out.
far. With Pipp, it's kind of like a new age. Like I don't when I think of Pipp, I don't necessarily think of like cute.
Yeah, because like she's got that e-girl thing going for her.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what is up, my Pipp squeaks? And it's just like
because like with Fluttershy, like she majorly lacks like ego.
Yeah.
Where like with Pipp, you have to have. She's got confidence.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying you can't be cute and confident.
Right.
But like I don't know. Like it seems like she's kind of got. I don't know where I'm going with any of this.
She's got spunk to her, like, because like the whole thing where she was like lying about the stuff, and she gets caught, and then like the way she like was carrying herself, like,
It reminds me of Eileen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you think Pipp has opportunity, is what you said?
Has opportunity?
Did you say that Pipp has opportunity in this very community?
Oh God.
Oh, okay. Urasashi. Okay.
He's right there, officer.
Okay.
Yes, I would say. No, just to try. I don't see them going that way with Pip's character in the show. I don't think she's gonna like again.
She has more of a rarity flair than the like Fluttershy flair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because she's more of a like that. Let me see, Christina, and then you right there. Or did you have a question? Add on to the Pipp thing.
Well, we have to ask everybody.
I just had a like versus.
Oh, okay. So after Christina,
who does everyone think?
Oh yeah, who does everyone?
Fluttershy. Raise of hands, Fluttershy.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Don't even have to ask.
Yeah, there we go.
Who said Pipp? I just want to. Who was that?
Stand up if you dare. Don't be. Show yourself.
The panel room, like right next to us, is like.
Yeah. You.
Okay.
Okay, Christina.
All right, who are we going to fight? Batman and Robin or Sean Hobbs?
Sean Hobbs.
Or Hobbs and
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, from Fast and Furious.
The Fast and Furious. Oh, of course. Well, it's just like Hobbs and Shaw have that stupid thing going on, but Batman and Robin are decking them. They're like owning it.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin are like dog walking.
Which Batman and Robin?
You know what? 60s Batman and Robin are, okay? Like, yeah, it's like, I have a special bomb for you, The Rock, okay? Guess The Rock is the same character.
Erosion spray.
Erosion spray, exactly. Blast it. But yeah, I would definitely give it Batman and Robin. Yeah, like they're just, no version, like any version of them, goofy or not.
Even the cartoon?
Yeah, even the cartoon, most definitely.
Cartoons especially.
Cartoons especially, because like they're just like, Hobbs and Shaw are just like,
But Hobbs and Shaw have like the element of like
being The Rock.
They almost have the element of like cartoon character where they kind of survive
stupid
all the like really.
They got like
stupid
rubber
scenarios.
bones and stuff like that. Like
I don't know. I think vehicle-wise, I think Hobbs' vehicle, the freaking bank that he has, would definitely beat out the.
But then, like, Batman has the Batmobile in the Arkham games.
So who would win in a demolition derby? Hobbs and Shaw, or Batman?
And like.
What's Robin driving? Like a Prius?
Here I go. The cycle.
There's also which Batmobile it is. Is it the Tumbler or is it?
Is it the Tim Burton 1993? Yeah. 99. Yeah, Batman Begins. Yeah, that's true. Like, there's just so many variations. But I would say most of the time, the Batman and Robin.
Yeah. And then there's the new one that's gonna come out.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many variations. They gotta stop rewriting that story.
It is Robert Pattinson.
So okay, let's go to the masses then. So you both said Batman and Robin. What do you all think? Batman and Robin? Yep. Hobbs and Shaw?
Oh,
okay.
I'll
go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go in on this.
All right, nice. And now you, of course, your question.
Okay, I'm hoping nobody asked this before I came into the room. Who do you think is more hyper and better at bouncing, Pinkie Pie or Tigger?
Pinkie Pie or Tigger? Oh, that's a good one. That is
Better
a good
at
one.
bouncing.
Better at bouncing. Tigger isn't that like, wasn't that Tigger movie, the whole premise, like at the end of the movie, he had like a superpower of bouncing? And then he was like, I have to save the Tigger movie. I have to save, and he like bounced like he never bounced before.
Tigger's whole like music team thing is how he's so good at bouncing.
Yeah.
But that's his thing.
So
How many bounces could they bounce before they bounced out?
how many licks does it take to get to the
Tigger's
end?
theme song is bouncy, 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 so it makes sense. Tigger's theme song is bouncy, 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 so Pinkie doesn't sing about bouncing in the show.
Which
Which episode was it where Pinkie launched like a firework?
that was season 2.
Which one?
A friend in,
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was so she was all happy
She
that.
finally made friends with Cranky.
Yeah.
And she went. Woo. Now was that a bounce or was that a launch?
That is transmogrification. That doesn't count for any of this.
Because you do see her at times where she will bounce on her tail.
Yes.
But I feel like Tigger.
Yeah, Tigger was always bouncing.
What Pinkie get stuck like Tigger did? Yeah, he was like stuck in a tree.
Yes, he was stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Exactly. That's the thing. I'm saying, like, would Pinkie ever get stuck in a tree from bouncing? He's like, I can't get down.
So I'll split this. I'll split this into two then. So let's answer it this way first. Who's the better bouncer?
Tigger.
Tigger. Who says Tigger? Who says Pinkie Pie is the better bouncer? Okay. I'm
You mean
imagining,
bouncer?
I'm
Like,
imagining,
bouncing out. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have Pinkie Pie intimidate someone for me than Tigger.
So, but the other part of your question was who's more hyper?
Pinkie.
Pinkie.
But I mean, like, Tigger's kind of a like a-hole with his because like, okay, imagine like you're just like vibing in the middle of the night and you hear like a knock on the door and you go and check and it's like, well, that, and some random person just tackles you and then runs into your like house and then like starts eating your like Nutella out the fridge. He's like, oh, by the way, you got to watch out for those boogeymen and Blair Witches out there. Bye. And he just hops away. Like,
Who's worse? Who's worse though, Tigger or Pooh Bear? Like Pooh Bear just walks in and goes,
but Pooh Bear asks. Like Pooh Bear will ask and then like they're just like, no. Pooh, here you go. There you go.
He doesn't. He asks as he's eating it. He's like,
well, no, Rabbit. Because you remember with the whole thing with Rabbit when he got stuck the first time, which is his fault. He was like, let me go in and ask Rabbit. He's like, hello, Rabbit. And he's just like, do you mind if I have a smickerel of honey? And he's just like, there you go. And then he like pours it. And then he's just like, is that all? He's just like, what, do you want any more? I could give you. And he's like, oh, yes. And then he offered. He shouldn't have offered. Rabbit should not have offered in that situation.
Yeah, that's when he got stuck in Rabbit's hole.
Yeah.
God, the way you phrase that sentence.
But yeah, this is a PG panel, thank you.
At least Pooh bothered Rabbit like in the daytime.
See, now we're just talking. I can't take this conversation anymore.
So yeah, that was.
All right, so we agreed on Pinkie being hyper.
Yeah, Pinkie's way hyper.
Most hyper Pinkie Pie.
Yes.
And,
Yeah,
for
sure.
most bouncing is Tigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So who's the next?
Did you have one earlier and we didn't get to it yet?
I did have my hand up.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Battle of banditry in a booby-trapped home.
Whoa, what?
Battle of banditry in a booby-trapped home is fun to say. Battle of banditry in a booby-trapped home.
Okay.
The Wet Bandits or Jasper and Horace from 101 Dalmatians.
Oh.
Wait, what bandits?
It's the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Oh, okay. Versus Jasper and Horace?
Or Jasper and Horace from
They're not
101
those
Dalmatians.
Cruella DeVille Jasper. Not the one from Cruella. The recent. I was about to say not those bums. Okay. Cartoon ones.
What
hey,
else?
Jasper! Look at them fools getting their heads beat in.
I felt like at least the Wet Bandits were effective in what they were doing, but like Jasper and Horace were just a mess.
They were just a mess. They were like two bums.
They did succeed in stealing the poopies.
While they were asleep.
The poopies?
Well, yeah, while they were asleep.
Yeah, that's a good. When did they steal the puppies?
How did
How did they do that?
A vacuum cleaner.
Winners, whoever goes in second.
They stole
Every
them.
people would sit off the traps.
Well, they had stolen.
And it was at midnight.
The guys, they took the puppies.
Didn't they?
I don't know where they got the other ones
It's
from,
been a
though.
minute.
They never
Didn't
explained
They
it.
managed to take 99 puppies.
But did they get them all at once, or did they get them like over courses of days, right?
They must have gotten over courses of days because they had kidnapped the couple's puppies. Like I think that must have been last.
Yeah.
Because Cruella wanted them to make her coat. And
Yeah.
So she begged for them, but I mean,
Can I just pardon that? They tried to make her like an anti-hero. She wants to skin puppies and be like, oh, by the way, yes. I'm big for that.
Not to mention, she won't only got like 3 or 4 coats out of those puppies.
Yeah. Silly. That she would have thrown away the next season when it's like, spots are out, darling. Yeah.
Well, that's fast fashion, I tell you.
Yeah.
well, I mean, she.
Spots are out.
Yeah, she's.
Okay, so.
So I think it's like he said, whoever goes in first. Because like you see who sets off whatever, and like, oh, can you believe those bums? Yeah.
So it's whoever goes in first versus.
Yeah.
I'll just say
The
second.
people that go in second are the winners because
Yeah.
the first guy set off the traps.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh.
There are a lot of areas like I was like avoiding. Okay, so that's it. It's just whoever
goes in first. So it's like,
does anyone have an argument for one or the other? That like no, it's. No.
I'd say wet bandits.
Yeah.
Because they are durable.
They are
durable.
They are way more durable. Like freaking Jasper and Horace got effed up by dog bites on the butt. So yeah, like they're just like.
They can't die.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And
they.
also, but they got scared by a freaking spider.
Yeah.
That I mean,
Arachnophobes are a thing.
I can still a spider.
Oh, the house bandits, there's only one competent smart person with the wet bandits, whereas Horace and Jasper are both.
Wow, that's awesome. That's cool.
I don't know. I think that Terry and Marv are they're seasoned in this type of thing.
Yeah. Well, they're called bandits, so they must be good at their job, and they've done this multiple times. So, like,
well, they had been doing it for a while.
They've been doing it for a while. But well, Jasper and Horace, like, originally they were just some bums Cruella found. Like, not that new movie where it's like, oh, we grew up together. Oh yeah. But it was like, in the other one, it was just like, oh, I found these 2 bums at a bar, and I hired them, and then like they'll do it. Like that's.
It was a Craigslist ad.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll steal puppies for food.
Harry's at least smart for those. What? No, was it Harry or was it the short guy?
Joe Pesci.
Yeah. That's Harry.
Yeah, he's actually really smart, whereas both Horace and Jasper are just imbeciles.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Well, actually, Jasper was pointing things out no. Horace.
You mean like the cartoon version or the movie? Okay.
Jasper was pointing things out to Horace, like how they went down the creek or how they disguised themselves with the soot from the fireplace, and Jasper was always saying, "You've been thinking."
Yeah. You've been thinking. Oh, you done. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I think Horace had a little bit of smarts to him, even though he was the way he was.
Like trying to eat an ash sandwich. And like, Jasper, what?
Dude, I used to think. Side note, I used to think that like for some reason that ash sandwich thing that you're talking about
looked tasty.
As a kid, I'm like that looks delicious.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Not because I connected it to like ash, because like for some reason it just looked like
powder.
Yeah, it looked like pepper.
Yeah, like pepper.
And yet that much pepper wouldn't be good either.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
What's wrong with people?
It's like if someone took Oreos and mashed them up.
Yeah. That's how they did. That's good.
So, okay. So with that, I saw a couple other hands up. I saw yours. Who else had a hand up? All right, you. Okay, so we'll go this way. We'll do a star. So Hero.
You're gonna have nothing to go off on this, but I just want to know. Just make up a scenario. Bonnie Hobbs versus Haru from Beastars.
Bonnie Hobbs.
Yeah.
Who's
Bonnie?
Judy's mom. Versus
mom.
Haru.
from Zootopia?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Versus Haru.
Who's gonna
In
fight
what?
In a fight to the death.
Well, they stopped using Haru in the manga, but
Bonnie.
Think Bonnie?
Well, okay. So this is something where I will say. So I've only seen the first full season of Beastars.
Yeah.
So I'm actively right now working my way through season 2. So I am actually going back on my spoiler rant.
Basically seen the whole character.
I'm yeah, okay. Because I was gonna say season 1 version of Haru, like there at times was like literally eat me, and I'm like, Okay. There's been, I don't know, there's like some of those interactions I'm like, no, this is weird. So I feel like Bonnie would be like, I don't really want to fight you, and Haru's gonna like grab her hand and make her choke her, and then Haru loses.
Yeah, because
that's why I say Bonnie.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like one of those situations where Bonnie and I are just like, all right, look, kid, I don't want to, just like, and it just goes off. Like, that's what I just think. Like, she would just.
Haru like dives so far into the, like, I'm prey, which means I need to be in danger. Like, put me in danger. Versus, like, Bonnie is a farmer, and.
Farmers are strong.
She's had like over 400 kids.
She's had a lot of kids, yeah.
Yeah.
And she.
Again, I don't have much to go off of here either, but I imagine like if Haru threw a punch at Bonnie, Bonnie'd be like, oh no, absolutely not.
Just
And it's
rolls
like,
up her sleeves.
right?
Oh yeah, that farmer strength just bams.
I'd say Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'd go with Bonnie because she's a farmer.
Who do you say, Palin?
Yeah, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie. Who else says Bonnie out there?
Yeah.
Who says Haru? Oh. Why would you say Haru?
She's insane.
That's fair. Yeah, it's the quiet ones you have to watch out for. Okay, so we were working our way back. So you had a scenario.
So, who is the better detective? Harry the Platypus or Judy Hobbs?
Oh God. Oh God. It's funny because I used to wear a Perry the Platypus shirt at conventions.
Oh yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Did anyone watch the new Phineas and Ferb movie last year?
Yeah, that was good.
Does Perry really do detective work? I thought he just shows up and beats up dudes.
I think he's just a agent.
He's a troll.
I thought he was
I don't think he really does detective work.
I thought he was just a supervisor.
Right.
But he has the you know.
The fedora.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, I would say he does do detective work, but like I would say like honestly, it is most of the time like the person's like, hey, go here, and he's just like, all right, boom. Well, Judy actually figured out stuff like
she knows how to look for clues.
Yeah, exactly. So I probably
because like she like with the file that she was given with Emmett Otterton, it's like she only has one picture, like and then like examine the picture to find out where to go next.
If Zootopia was a video game, I would do so bad. Like, yeah, oh yeah. Like Sarah could tell. Well, so for those that don't know, my wife and I have a gaming channel called Ready Player Dumb. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. And there are moments where she's just sitting there like, you seriously don't see the thing you're supposed to click. It's literally highlighted on the screen. I'm like. So yes, no, I would struggle terribly. That being said, okay, so you guys are going with Judy Hopps?
Yeah, Judy, because like Perry is mostly told where to go.
Let's ask everybody. Judy Hopps?
No.
Perry the Platypus?
Yes.
What about Fight to the Death?
A fight to the death?
Judy. Yeah.
Mine's Perry. He's got crazy kung fu and stuff.
But it's like, yeah.
But Judy has a gun.
Yeah, she does.
Fear always works.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, that's not her line. Yeah.
I mean, the theme song of Perry's song is funny to me. Like,
So yeah, no, okay, so in a fight to the death, Judy Hopps, Perry the Platypus. Okay, that was a little bit more. So the only other thing I'm gonna add to this is that my first ever like animal avatar thing, and the reason I chose this back in the day was I was on a website for fans of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So a lot of people were like, oh, I'm gonna choose a squirrel, a mouse, typically some kind of like rodent. And I'm like, well, I wanna be different. And I chose a platypus. So I inspired Perry the Platypus.
No, you didn't.
Obviously.
Has anybody ever seen a platypus before?
In like real life?
I want
Or like
Yeah, they're not green. It's annoying.
Yeah, what's up with it?
And they don't wear hats.
I mean,
Yeah.
they must. Maybe they're in a zoo somewhere. I don't know.
You know what? TikTok apparently.
They exist out there. Okay, so yes, in the corner.
So, I have a backup one in case there's not enough knowledge on this one, but Queen Elsa or Velvet from them's Fighting Hurts?
I don't know.
Which one's Velvet?
The reindeer.
The ice one. Should have seen that coming.
You played that recently.
I did play that recently. I feel like Hirosashi might have input on this one as well.
I'm working on it.
Hero
He's
kicked my
processing.
butt. We did a stream of the game, and I'm like, Hero, come on in. I want to fight you. And Hero's like, should I be nice? And I was like, no.
Death.
And his version of I think he was still trying to be nice, and he still flattened me in like 10 seconds.
So you know what you do in that situation? You go, all right, let's play this racing game. And just go.
That's right. That's right.
Should I go with my backup?
Yeah, go with the back one.
Okay, so I do not ever actually want to see this, so Jax, be nice, but Jaxblade or Black Griffin?
Oh, Griffin. I'm going Griffin easy. Because here's the thing. I actually asked Gabe to trade me with stuff. Like, I will specifically go out my way to be like, Gabe, can you teach me this? Because, like, Gabe did all that naval stuff. And, like, so for me, all I've done is just do, like, MMA and boxing stuff like that. So I'm curious. I have a thing for, like, longevity stuff. He has a thing for, like, ending a thing quick. Where he cranks it.
Gabe is
like,
the kind of
it's
guy.
so cool. Like, I will say, yeah, Gabe easily, all day, easy.
Gabe knows how to like kill you with his pinky.
It's so cool.
And the fact that he doesn't do it shows he's a great guy, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I will say this, and I'm not being biased when I say this, he will kick your butt, and he will do it with a smile on your face.
We've had a question like this, I think, on a Bronies Rag panel, and it was Gabe versus everyone at the same time up there, and we all went Gabe. It's not even a question.
Also, Dynasty owns multiple guns.
Yeah.
Multiple guns.
He's got.
No, I will say this. I would beat Gabe in a race. That's easy.
I will fight you and beat your butt in the end.
Okay, you could try.
We're lawyers.
Gabe got nothing against a Marine.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, on that Velvet question.
Yeah.
Can Elsa throw fast projectiles?
She can.
I think so.
She was so spin icicles.
She can do that.
Yeah, she can shoot.
What, is she like a card dealer? Like what?
Yeah, it's like a move where you like
make it rain.
Because didn't she like almost kill somebody in Frozen? Like with the sharp points? Yeah.
Can Elsa take a hit?
Well, she almost killed the entire kingdom.
Can she take a hit? Velvet can take hits.
Okay.
No, she can't.
But
She literally had another fall and she got knocked out.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing. She's not tanky. Like,
okay,
yeah.
so Velvet can take a few hits. If she gets one hit with a projectile, Velvet, Elsa's dead.
Yeah, because that's the thing that people always fail to realize. Is like certain fights is just like because there's this really great quote from Superman of all people where like they have this thing where this villain comes up because Superman's just chilling, vibing. He's like, oh, I'm just living my life, just enjoying the day. And this villain comes out and he's like, I designed this weapon to hurt even you. And then like Superman like has this thing where he's like fighting the guy and he's just like, people always say this, I designed this weapon to hurt even you, but they're missing the point. The point isn't trying to hurt me. I can be hurt like several ways. It's very easy. The point isn't trying to hurt me. The problem is surviving me. And so like it's just like, okay, you hit me. Good. Now I'm still coming after you. It's just like you can't do it. So it's like it's that sort of mentality. If you're like that durable, it's just like, okay, you hurt me. Well, I'm still coming. It's just like yeah.
So my argument for Elsa and Zelda would be like, can Elsa make? Because I know she can obviously throw ice in front of her, but can she like spawn it behind somebody and make it like come towards like that? Because Velvet can do that.
Right.
Ah.
She'll just make a snowman army.
She did! The little snowgees.
Yeah.
She creates
Snowgees.
Remember Frozen Zero when she
Snowgees.
was sick?
Snowgees does not sound dangerous at all.
Legitimately, if she made a snowman army, Velvet would just make like an ice carpet, just wipe them all out.
Yeah.
So,
What about Marshmallow?
The way she
Oh yeah, Marshmallow! Yeah! The giant snow monster.
That's another one that just sounds terrifying.
she
Marshmallow.
creates life.
That's
He's
right.
actually cute when he's calm.
I brought you into this world and I can take you out.
But yeah, okay.
He
So
says
was it?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Do you have a prompt?
He's not.
No, that guy in the back had
Okay.
plus
Yeah, so
ultra
we're
shirt.
gonna go you, and then we'll add some more.
So plus ultra, you go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So here's one. Can Goku in the game from OG Dragon Ball take on Thanos and his army from Infinity?
So which OG Goku? Like kid Goku, or do you mean 18-year-old Goku?
18-year-old.
18-year-old Goku was folding him.
Oh yeah.
18-year-old Goku is folding. He's like way faster, way stronger. Like the thing about like Dragon Ball is like so many people forget this. Like at the first tournament, they're moving so fast that they're doing complicated moves in like a blink of an eye. Like because Krillin and Master Roshi had this whole complicated fight that was just like, oh yeah, this happened within a second. They're like millions of times faster than that by the end of Dragon Ball. And so like don't even get started on Z, but like at the end of Ball, like Goku, 18-year-old Goku, he's folding Thanos like so easily. Like he's just like he cannot keep up with his speed at all. Like his durability is just like
Well, speed's one thing, but strength's another.
Well, his durability
did outbox the Hulk.
Yeah, but that whole MCU Hulk is nowhere near comic book Hulk.
True.
Yes, and so like Goku at the end of OG Dragon Ball, like his strength feats, like when you see like what he did as a 12-year-old, and it's just like he's way stronger than that, and his like explosive power too. Like it's just like he would dust Thanos in so many regards. Dust.
Also, Goku can fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what if we just have Kid Goku in the game then?
Kid Goku? Do you mean like 12-year-old or the one that fought King Piccolo?
22nd Tenkaichi.
22nd Tenkaichi. Okay, right before King Piccolo. I think I'd probably the speed thing is that goes better with what you said, because the speed thing right there is there, but like the durability is just like I don't think he'd be able to damage Thanos enough to kill him, but he definitely would be able to like shoot him a bit and be like, what the heck, what's going on here? But yeah.
All right. So are we gonna throw that one to the audience? What was it? Goku? Who says Goku? Who says Thanos? That was inevitable. Okay, and then yours.
Fox McCloud or Poe, I forget his last name. Poe from
Poe.
Star Wars.
Oh, Dameron?
Yeah.
Oh. Fox and Poe.
Fox.
Are you taking Melee Fox into account?
Right?
We'll keep him in their planes.
Yeah,
You said Poe Dameron from Star Wars or Poe from
Pretty sure the
King
army
Piccolo?
is technically
Oh yeah.
better than
Fox.
Yeah,
I would
Fox.
say Fox.
Because Poe is like he's more witty and like talented at flying, but I feel like Fox would just
Especially if it's like in a dogfight, I would say Fox.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the R-Wing is more advanced technologically
Yeah.
than an X-Wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the differences of the two? One's called an R-wing, one's called an X-wing.
Well, it's R-Wing like ARWING for
Oh.
the X, and then the X-Wing.
It's just an X.
X-wing. For
Okay.
the
I was just imagining like everyone's like, I got a cool name for this. We're gonna call it the Z-wing. Wow, that's different.
There's a Z-Wing.
Yeah, there's a Z-Wing in Star
What
Wars.
about a Q-wing?
Coming soon.
Find that, yeah.
Y-Wing.
I'm just imagining Melee Fox fighting anyone from Star Wars. This is hilarious.
Is that a good thing for Fox or a bad
Fox
thing?
is gonna dust them, yeah.
Okay. So for Fox though, like would he be able to do Vader? Because Vader's force is
Vader
kind of
would fuck
busted.
up.
Yeah, because like wouldn't Vader just like crush his shit?
Yeah.
Vader would just be like.
Vader is the most powerful force.
Exactly. So
Until
just-
his son.
Yeah.
Z-Wing is this.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
one.
shaped like a Z.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course it is.
So,
Okay. So we still have about 5 minutes. So you want to choose a color? I see two hands here. So
All right. So
we'll go you and then
and
you.
then you.
Warform Iron Giant versus the Megazord.
Warform Iron
The Warform Iron Giant versus the Megazord?
Megazord. Megazord.
Megazord is like ultra powerful.
Yeah, Megazord, especially in the comics, that shit is busted. Yeah, it's like I love Megazord.
But Warform Iron Giant's cool.
Yeah, it's
Iron
cool.
Giant is Superman.
Yeah, he wishes. Yeah. So like, I think like Iron Giant versus Megazord would be a cool fight, but I feel like most of the time if like the teams were like, yeah, let's end this.
But can you kill the Iron Giant?
Yeah, you can if you destroy every piece of him. Like he can regenerate, because the only part of him that was like it was because his head was still conscious. Like that's why his body parts. But like if you dissolve the Iron Giant with like a beam or like
because doesn't the Megazord have like an attack that like get rid of everything?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
He does, Iron Giant does have like the big chest nuclear level laser that he can fire.
Yeah.
And you like
In his Warform.
Never mind. All right. So who says what is it? Who says
Megazord.
Iron Giant? Who says Megazord?
Yeah. Okay.
Who says time will rust both of them? Okay.
I have a backup in case y'all don't know this one, but who do you think would win in death battle? Ink Demon Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine, or Freddy from Freddy Fazbear's?
Is Freddy Fazbear like? Because I'm not caught up on like any of the Freddy games past 3. So is that like a spear? The first one, isn't that just like literally a robot? And
Well,
like
he's possessed by
children, yeah, it's possessed by dead children. So like, if you destroy its body, is it like, does that count as like a win for the center, or is it like, do you need to exorcise the ghost?
I mean, yeah, but like the spirits do get exercised eventually when they get exoskeletons get burned up.
Okay, so like, well, who was the second one again?
Bendy?
Bendy,
the ink demon?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say Bendy. Bendy, most definitely. Bendy's like supernatural and all that shit, and like what he's done. And then like, if you think about like them, like him breaking apart the thing, I think he could break it apart.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask because I'm not as intelligent in general, but with the Freddy, is he like, how fast is he able to move? Like, is he able to, so to speak, like teleport? Like,
No, it's probably
he's not,
about
right?
human pace.
Because with that's part of, I feel like, the issue with Bendy is that his speed alone is going to be his advantage.
Yeah, I think Freddy's like this big clunky robot, and you only see him move when the damn cameras go all screwy.
Yeah.
So there's not really that much gameplay with Five Nights at Freddy's, because all you really see the animatronics is on the damn cameras, because all you're doing is just staying in place.
Well, they're both supernatural, but in different flavors. And I think Bendy would win just because
he's a demon.
I mean, Freddy's a possessed animatronic, but it's still an animatronic. It's dangerous to people, but Bendy is like a goopy.
Like, yeah, I'd put it like this. I'd rather fight like Freddy over Bendy, because like, even though Freddy will grab you and stuff you in a suit, it's still like, if you've seen like Gravity Falls, a freaking regular show, it's just like, it's
I love Gravity
yeah, exactly. So if you like tried to do that to Bendy, I'd be like, oh God, it's not working.
Yeah. So based off of that, who says it's going to be Bendy? Who says it's going to be Freddy? Okay, Freddy's not doing very good here. Interesting question. Ask it. We still got 2 minutes.
Bill Cipher versus Discord.
That is a great one. I've asked this for years, and like, we've done this before.
Beardy's gonna walk through the door and say, "You can't do this because." Well, who's the one he always says you can't do Pinkie Pie versus Deadpool, right?
Yeah. Because we do get Bill Cipher versus Discord. Like, I remember getting that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Who? Bill Cipher from
Gravity Falls, the triangle.
The triangle guy.
No. Discord is a character in the show My Little Pony.
I mean, it'd be two chaos gods duking it out.
Yeah, exactly. It'd just be like 2K. I feel like it's just.
It'd be a draw.
Yeah, it'd be like. I feel like they just.
I don't think the universe would survive.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, how about instead of Discord, what if it's Q?
Q?
Yeah.
From freaking Star Trek?
Yeah.
Well, isn't he like literally Discord just Q?
Yeah, he's also more adult. He can actually kill people.
Well,
Well, that's just the ratings of the show.
I feel like Discord could kill a person if you wanted to.
Well, I feel like Discord.
He can like erase people. He's just
Discord
like,
could
go
kill,
away.
and people get mad at me when I say this. Discord can fuck up Goku and all that, because like all he has to do is just like snap his fingers, like your intestines are now jelly, your brain is now this, your brain is now puddles. It's so like
I love when Jax gets like really passionate about a conversation because that PG rating.
Oh
goes
my God,
right out
sorry.
the door. You did really good during Who's Line. I was like, just don't get us kicked out of the convention on the first day. You did good.
Yes.
You did good.
There we go.
Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be a wrap.
We're done.
Cool. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us, having fun. We'll be around for conventions.
Brony's React tomorrow.
Yeah, Brony's React's going to be tomorrow. We have a How to YouTube panel on Sunday. And yeah.